Hi everyone. Tonight I'm going to talk about the last natural place I visited. It was a really special experience for me because the last place I visited was a beautiful national park in the mountains. That time I went there with my family about 2 months ago and we traveled by car. And it took us around 4 hours to get there, and the road was long but quite comfortable, and the views on the way were already more impressive than the streets I normally see on the city. The park was absolutely stunning. The air felt much fresher than in my usual environment, and the atmosphere was calmer and more relaxing. Compared to my neighborhood, which is noisy and crowded, this place was far quieter and definitely more peaceful. The mountains looked higher and more majestic than any building in my city, and the river that crossed the park was cleaner and colder than the water we normally have in town. Honestly, it was one of the most beautiful and unspoiled landscapes I have ever seen. Um, while I was there, I felt extremely happy and connected to nature. I felt that everything was greener, brighter, and more alive than in my everyday surroundings. I also felt smaller in front of huge mountains, but in a positive way. Nature was reminding me how big and powerful it is. After I left really refreshed, but at the same time a little bit sad because I had to go back to my routine. I had to go back to work and study at the college. But still, the experience gave me more energy and motivation. I am happy because it happened, but I'm a little bit sad because it ended. No, it made me realize how important it's to take breaks from the city and spend some time in places that are quieter and more natural. Finally, the last natural place I visited was not only beautiful and more peaceful than my daily environment, but also the most unforgettable trip I had recently. I hope I can return soon because spending time in nature makes me feel stronger, calmer, and much more grateful. And that might be all I have to say in this occasion. And thank you for listening.